Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Capricorn, please? Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy at the foundation of the reading, Cap. Cap, before I started your reading, well, in fact, all day, I've just been meditating on your energy, waiting for the download to come through, and I've just had this repeating phrase, hammering over and over. Do not give up, Cap. You're very close, but it's like you're being hit with the tsunami of self-doubt right now. And then we get the Magician coming right out at the beginning of this reading. So this is an energy of holding on to this vision. It's you really focusing right now through this great resistance you're feeling. And Cap, this has everything to do with all of the retrogrades that are taking place right now. We have Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and the nodes in retrograde right now. So the energy is just completely wacky, Cappy. But you need to stay very focused and very determined on your path, whatever this may be. A lot of you are starting to second guess yourself right now. You're wondering if you're moving in the right direction. This energy is going to show up differently for all of you. For some of you, it can be a move. For others, you're starting a business or you're wanting to step into a certain space that you feel you're being called to, something that sounds like you aligning with your purpose. For others, you're preparing to leave that toxic relationship, but you're having second thoughts. For some of you, you've been contemplating breaking away from a friend circle, a dead-end job. Take it as it fits. But whatever is going on right now, Cap, there's an energy out there in the universe, astrologically speaking, it's in the skies all around us, that wants to destroy all of your hope and progress thus far. It's an energy that wants you to feel stuck. But with this Magician coming out at the foundation, this is telling me that you're going to succeed at whatever this is here. You're going to pull this off. You're going to achieve this goal. There's this energy around you right now, Cap, where it's like you're creating your own universe, your own little world. And you have to understand that right before you're about to have a big win in your life, a big ascension, a big step forward, you're going to hit a lull, a dip, right? This is when you start doubting yourself. You really need to do things right now that are going to reinforce your confidence, Cap. Meditation, working out, yoga, whatever it is you practice, or maybe you need to add something into your practice, depending on how serious you are about making this big decision in your life, or at least having some supportive energy around you so you don't self-sabotage, because that's what this is all about. There's an energy that wants you to shoot yourself in the foot. What do we have? The sacral, please. And there it is, Cap. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the sacral. This is a very powerful energy, Cap, and we only have 2 cards on the table. This energy I'm looking at right now is all about manifestation, some sort of prosperity being ushered into your life by way of the divine. And as you can see right here in this illustration, there's this hand from God, let's just say, and there's a path that they're obviously trying to direct you to walk down. And you can see right there those peaks, right? The pinnacle of success, whatever this is, this decision, this road you're on that you're starting to feel unsure about. Cap, I just heard so clearly, it's the devil's last-ditch effort. It's something that's trying to attach itself to your confidence, which is all related to your solar plexus. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that position. But it's as if there's a spirit around a lot of you that's trying to infiltrate your auric field. A lot of you can feel this. You just feel off. Your energy may be feeling low. Some of you may be having headaches just all of a sudden coming out of nowhere, like dehydration headaches. Make sure that your water intake is suffice right now as well, Cappy. The most important thing you can do is just concentrate on things pertaining to self-love, okay, which is all about your health. It's all about taking care of your mental, physical, and spiritual health, however that shows up for you. Now's the time to really increase all of that right before you accept this blessing that's coming through for you. Because, Cap, not only do we have enemies in the physical realm that are always coming for us and our wins and trying to knock us down off our throne, but there's an unimaginable force that's also in spirit that you can't even see, that's also trying to stop this from taking place in your life. So you need to make sure that you're reinforcing your spiritual protection by taking care of yourself in the physical. As above, so below, and vice versa. You need to be in this very connective energy with your higher self at the moment, working in tandem. And right as I said that, I got a very quick, low vibrational ringing in my left ear, which I feel is representing some sort of energy of resistance around you. A lot of you may be getting ringing in your ears right now. If you hear ringing in your left ear and it's low, like I just described, this could quite possibly be some sort of negative energy around you. So if that does occur, just stop for a moment. What are you thinking at that very moment? What are you doing? Where are you? Just analyze your surroundings and what you're ingesting mentally at the moment, Cap. I feel that your heightened awareness of what's happening all around you is going to make a huge difference right now. If you hear ringing in your right ears, this is more of an energy of support. It's an energy of guidance that's trying to communicate with you. Pay attention to your immediate thoughts after you hear the ringing, whether it's in the left or the right. That is typically going to be the message that you were meant to hear. What do we have? The solar plexus, please. Too many cards. I just saw the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, so it's an energy that's trying to stop a victory from coming through for you. It's an energy that wants to keep you in a karmic cycle of lack, basically where you're just lacking this win in your life, lacking this decision to empower, however that shows up for you. King of Swords. Wow. What a card to follow everything I just said about analyzing everything that's going on in your environment right now. King of Swords is one of the most analytical energies in the tarot, if not the most analytical energy. This is somebody who's moving in a very calculated manner, very structured, very strategic. It's also an energy that moves very deliberately because they're so confident about the steps they're taking. This is what you need to encompass right now, Cap. And it's right there at that solar plexus. Goes along with everything I've been saying in this reading right now. It's all about you working on things that reinforce your self-confidence. And the quickest route from point A to point B, point A being where you are right now, and point B being where you need to get to, is self-love, spiritual, mental, physical health. All of this needs your attention right now, Cap. And this has been coming up in all the zodiac readings for the past couple weeks. It's all about self-love, and this is all because we have this Venus in retrograde. There's this supportive energy out there in the ethers right now that is waiting to support you because there's an elevation that's coming through for a lot of you that is going to start becoming more apparent once we're on the other side of this Venus retrograde, which ends beginning of September. So simply put, Cap, it's very important that you're just really focusing on yourself right now, removing your energy, withdrawing your energy from any sort of chaos or negativity, any sort of drama, any sort of energy in your life that's creating resistance, any sort of energies that aren't supporting you, really need to be put in time out right now. Because I would go as far as saying that during this Venus retrograde cycle, you're going to start to have a lot illuminated to you surrounding who is for you and who's not for you. And I feel that you're getting ready to really start addressing all of this in your life, which is what I was picking up right at the beginning of the reading. It is that resistance. You're finally starting to see it clearly now. You see where all the stagnation in your life has always been. And it looks like, and it feels like, it's in the form of other human beings. But it's very easy for this energy to go unnoticed because usually comes in a way of negative projections, or it comes in a way of bad influence. So people just influencing you in a certain capacity that causes you to feel a lack of self-confidence. You just start to doubt yourself, but it's all based off of some sort of negativity that's coming from these people, but it's essentially projections, because all it is them handing off to you their own insecurities. You know, as supportive as the energy is right now, in regards to having illumination around these energies and feeling supported moving on from these energies, there's also this hypersensitive energy surrounding all these situations. So you're going to find that you're much more sensitive to these attacks now. Things are affecting you differently. Maybe there was a time in the past where somebody could say something to you and you just kind of brushed it off. You didn't really take it on board. Whereas now, if that person said the same thing to you, you would really take it to heart. It would really ruin your day. This is the universe working in your favor to really wake you up to the wickedness that some of these people carry within them. So again, pay attention to your surroundings, Cap. Start thinking about what people's ulterior motives are in your life. What position do they play? What position do they hold? Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We're going to consider this as an upright and a reversal, but we're going to place it in its reverse position here to start. This is an energy of being completely stuck, Cap. It's a self-serving kind of energy. I feel like there's some people in your auric environment that are jealous. This is why they're creating some sort of stagnation in your life. Or they just want to hold on to you for your good energy, something along these lines. You provide them with something that they'll never admit to you because it's all in the energy. A very vampiric sort of energy I'm picking up surrounding some of you Capricorns out there. But with this Knight of Pentacles up right now at the heart, this is further adding to this King of Swords at the solar plexus. So moving in this very analytical, very methodical, efficient sort of manner. Calculated, scripted plans, directions on how you're to make this next action in your life. I feel you literally need to sit down and put all of this to paper, Cap. You know, this is probably the simplest, most effective way of manifesting. A lot of people will try to use candle magic and spell work, whether it's good or bad spell work. But what I personally do, I don't do any sort of spell work ever, nor have I ever. The most I've ever done is lit a candle for protection. But what I do every single day and night, Cap, is make a very thorough list of what it is I need to achieve that day or the next day, that week, that month. I even have a list for the entire year. I have these lists everywhere. I have whiteboards with lists on them. I know exactly what I'm doing or what I plan to be doing at any point in my day based off of plans I made up previous to that particular moment. This is the most powerful form of manifestation that you can do. Nothing beats this. You can watch 100 videos on manifestation, but if you get into this practice that I'm telling you right now, Cap, nothing will be more effective to you. Because what you're doing is constantly reiterating to yourself that this thing that you have on this list is going to become a reality. It becomes so ingrained in your mind, in your psyche. You just start to see the lists in your mind's eye when you're going about your day. It's very systematic and it's very organized, Cap. I highly encourage all of you. In fact, I insist that you take up this practice if you haven't already. Whenever I make these lists, I usually put too much on there. I'll make one row of all the things that I know that I'm going to accomplish for that day, or that I need to accomplish for that day if they're things that, if they are responsibilities. And then I have another list of extras, things that I need to take care of or I want to take care of in the not so distant future. And I'll start taking all those things off that second row and adding them to the first row. Sometimes I'll have things on these lists that stay there for months. but eventually I get to them. And the confidence this gives you, Cap, when you start to tick these things off your lists is highly rewarding, because now you have proof and evidence that you are making steps forward and succeeding in those particular areas of your life. What do we have at the throat, please? Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy at the throat. And you know, if I was to think of a card that I wanted to come out after everything I just said about getting in this very organized energy, making lists, structuring your days, your months, your year, whatever it may be for you, so you can actually start achieving these things that you're setting forward to achieve in your life, the Page of Wands would probably be one of them. It's a very enthusiastic energy. It's an energy that's on the threshold of a new opportunity, very ambitious kind of energy. Don't dwell on what's been lost, Cap. Don't dwell on what you might be trying to leave behind right now, however that shows up for you, because there's a tremendous wave of support coming through for you. It's a whole new energy. I just feel this energy of you being completely reinvigorated with, it's like a new life, essentially. It's just this refocused kind of energy. And I do feel that this is going to be post a lot of these retrogrades. I feel that this is an energy you're going to be finding yourself in by the end of the year. But now is the time to really get focused, get organized, show up for yourself, meet the divine halfway. What do we have at the third eye, please? Two of Wands, Aries energy at the third eye. Further reiterating everything I'm saying here. This is an energy of making plans for the future. It's also an energy of success. You really standing in your personal power and strength, Cap. World in the palm of your hand. Page of Wands to the Two of Wands. I just heard I step, you step. So this Two of Wands is coming in at the third eye, which is speaking to me on your intuition. Your steps are ordered by way of the divine right now, Cap. So you need to pay attention to the intuitive messages you're getting, the downloads. I feel that you're getting very clear guidance on how you're to move. And again, your self-love, your conditioning, mind, body, and spirit is going to help for this guidance to come through much more clear. See, a clear channel is essentially somebody who's cleared their auric field out of all the disruptions inside of the matrix, our everyday waking life. Here as a tarot reader, I am a clear channel. I do things to maintain myself so I can actually channel these messages clearly. There's maintenance that I have to undergo in order to do this to my fullest capacity. In order to do my job correctly, I have to do things to maintain my position here. And this is exactly what I'm getting for you, Cap. See, everything that comes across your path inside our waking life is a distraction. A very small percentage of the things that come into your life, Cap, are supportive in nature. The sooner you start to understand this, the more progress you're going to start making in your life, Cap. What do we have at the crown, please? The Aries energy in this reading is very strong. These are both, well, these are all three. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, and Aries. But I just feel it. When I was shuffling before that Emperor came out, I just heard Aries, and then the Emperor came out, which is obviously Aries energy. This is where you're going, Cap. Okay? And this is all about strategic planning. This is exactly what this is all about. You're building something very solid for your future. There's this energy of structure that I'm picking up on. There's this energy of a Kundalini force, a spiritual awakening around all of you Cappies right now. You having this spiritual aptitude is going to be the keys that unlocks this new timeline for you. A timeline where you're going to be blessed with good fortune, some sort of high status as well. And I feel that this could just speak about the field you're in or where you're going. I just feel success in this direction for you, Cap. What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the foundation, please? The Moon, Beelzebub. Makes manifest the apparitions of demons, sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices. There's this very deceptive energy around you, Cappy. I feel like this could be in the form of these individuals I've been picking up. It's bad influence. I just heard sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And no shade on rock and roll, because I love it. But what I'm picking up here is much more than just that. It's just this very influential energy I feel around you, Cappy, that's dragging you down, just taking you down the wrong path, giving you the wrong advice, projecting their negativity onto you, something along these lines. It's an energy that wants to keep you in your root chakra, Cap. Doesn't want you to connect with spirit through your crown. See, the root chakra represents the material world. It is Capricorn energy, devil energy. That's what the material world is. Now, we need a balance of this in our lives because we very much live inside the material world. But what you'll start to find, if you pay attention to it, and you don't even really need to pay that close attention because it's all around you, is that our environment is constructed in a way to keep us in only the material world. We're not encouraged to connect with spirit. See, because when you connect with spirit, which is essentially your higher self, divine guidance by way of your intuition, the material world becomes something you don't even need to really focus on so much anymore, because all of the basic necessities that all of us are seemingly fighting for on a daily basis in some capacity comes with ease. So as above, so below. But if you're stuck in this so below energy all the time, this is when, well, it's the energy of the rat race. It's just an energy of becoming a slave to the matrix, the simulation, to the material world, making the material world your God. The vices that are around all of us, that any one of us can access at any given moment of any day. These are all the things that keep you in this lower vibration. And it will usually show up in the form of toxic relationships in our life. People that haven't awoken, people that are just stuck in these karmic cycles that want you to stay there with them. So this is very much in the shadow energy of your reading here, Cap. What do we have at the sacral, please? Four of Swords, Simius. This Four of Swords here is essentially Four of Swords in its detriment, because I read these next few cards as negative polarities, Cap. This is an energy of lacking progress. It's an energy of anxiety. It's also an energy that's very burned out. See, they want you in this energy burned out by the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, just generally speaking. It doesn't have to be those three things in combination or any of those things. It's just an example. But it's an energy that wants to suck the life out of you, Cap. So you're really just too tired to move forward. See, when you're stuck in this low vibrational energy, this Ace of Pentacles is essentially invisible to you, because all the opportunities that the universe starts to align on your path so you can make it to this Ace of Pentacles becomes something that you overlook. This can be where the self-sabotage comes in. So the universe brings an opportunity into your life and maybe you're too tired, worn down, and you're like, nah, you know what, I'm good. Not knowing that that opportunity was leading you to this Ace of Pentacles energy. So in saying that, be very mindful of the distractions and the opportunities coming into your life right now. Now, I'm not saying to take every opportunity that comes across your path right now, because we are in a time of this great retrograding energy. So it's just very important you're using discernment, staying connected with your higher guidance, third eye energy, intuition, so you know how to move, Cap. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? What do we have at the solar plexus? Five of Swords, Sabnuk. Aquarius energy. Wow. This speaks on everything I've been picking up in this reading, Cap. There's an energy here of you ending these unhealthy relationships, being open for change to come into your life. It's just an overall energy of termination. Whatever this is representing to you, okay? It's like you need to cut things away so you can see clearly. People, places, things. There's just something here creating drag inside your energy. And again, it's going to be different for all of you. But you have to understand that this resistance you're feeling, Cappy, is because you have a win looming. And this is a lot easier said than done. This is something that I most definitely struggle with. This is something that I also have to remind myself. And then 100% of the time, once I'm on the other side of that energy of resistance, I look back and I see it as some sort of spiritual attack or something in the energy that was just trying to test me or knock me down, get me to give up. This is what this is all about. There's an energy that just wants you to give up, Cap. Submit. They want you to submit. What do we have at the heart, please? Oh, wow. Danteline, Pisces energy, infamy. And this card clearly illustrates what I was talking about regarding the energy that wants to stop you from connecting with spirit and keep you in the material world, right? It's like angel and devil on your shoulder. Keep pushing forward, Cap, you're going to make it. And the devil's like, no, Cappy, that's silly. Why would you want to put in all that hard work? Just, come on, let's go to the strip club. Let's go to the bar. It's an energy that wants to disconnect you from higher guidance, Cap. It's just a general energy that wants to send you down the wrong path. And this is because of what you're preparing to accomplish in your life, Cap. Some of you out there have things you've been working on that you're unsure of. You're unsure that it's going to be well received because it's different. It's not like what people have experienced before. And this can show up in so many different ways. But I'm picking up this visionary energy from you, Cap, especially with this magician at the foundation. You have something special, or you're going somewhere that's going to align you with this energy. There's just something really significant, something quite beautiful, and you're going to have to face a lot of ugliness on your path because there's a force, a dark force, that does not want this to come to fruition because it's going to deliver a massive blow to the shadow force that's been coming against you. You know, and the way this will show up in your waking life is people who were doubting you and now they have to see you succeeding at whatever this was here. That's how the battle you're fighting in spirit will show up inside your waking life. I'm so glad this card came out. 10 of Cups, Ha-I-L, Pisces energy, Divine Warrior. And on this card, you actually can't see it in this depiction because this same card is in this other deck I have over here where you can see the bottom part of the card, but there is a child on this individual's lap, which represents to me your higher self, your current self, and then the child on the lap is your inner child. It's an energy of alignment. So what I was saying about as above, so below, and also about focusing on your spiritual, mental, and physical health, I feel that this is all speaking on that. It's like this energy of great collaboration and calibration that's taking place in your life. There's a lot of happiness and success on this table that is trying to make its way to you, Cap. But I genuinely feel that if you follow this blueprint, this collection of ideas that we're channeling through for you in this reading, I think you can pull this off. I know you can pull this off, but you got to really want it, Cap, and you can't falter on your path. 5 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Achaiya, the forbearing God, patience, reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. This is an energy of perseverance. It's also an energy of you leaving this spiritual poverty behind, having this renewed sense of hope right underneath that Page of Wands. So this revitalized energy that I was picking up on. New hope, new timeline. Got your wings kind of energy. I just heard the great alignment. What do we have at the third eye, please? Wow. Justice, Kalel, Libra energy. The invocable God makes truth known in court, causes innocence to prevail. And as you can see, the scales right there, the scales balancing in your favor, the great alignment. This is you adjusting your path according to your divine will, Cap. And what I was saying about not faltering, this is all about discipline. All the stuff you've been putting off, you've been putting on the back burner, now's the time, Cap. Now more than ever. If you don't do it now, you never will. You have a great opportunity, energetically, astrologically, to have a supportive energy come through and reinforce you as you step into this new season of your life. It's all here, Cap. You just have to really say yes and truly want it. What do we have for the crown to close that for Cappy, please? Wow. Perfect ending to this reading, Cap. The Lovers, Haniel, Gemini energy. Joy of God. Brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. So, this is speaking on what I was saying about the great alignment, the great calibration, the great collaboration of you and your higher self. That's what that's representing. Your two polarities coming online. It's like your higher self is rescuing you, reinforcing your steps into this next timeline. And what it says there about brings happiness to couples, that's a very general message. But what I feel it really means for you in this reading is where you're going, things that you found yourself always failing at, or where you found resistance, will now start moving with ease. And what this is, it's essentially an ascension, a level up happening in your life. And now this new version of you that lives on this new timeline doesn't have resistance in the areas where you had resistance on the previous timelines. And I know this to be very, very true, okay? The areas of my life that I'm succeeding in now seemingly brought more stagnations and delays into my life when I tried them on the previous timeline, right? It's like I would try these things and I would wind up worse off just for trying them. It's like you put your all into something and you end up losing everything. You're now 10 steps behind, right? It's like 1 step forward, 10 steps back. That's what you're leaving behind. Removes negative energy. This is what happens during ascension. You have this heightened awareness of you and your reality, the energies around you. You start to have a better understanding of the energies that are supportive, the energies that are not supportive. You make the changes accordingly, and you get moving, Cap. Though this can all be easier said than done, it is not rocket science, and you can most certainly pull this off, but you must get to work on this immediately, Cap, because you have the energy to reinforce these amazing changes coming into your life right now. Cap, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Cappy. Take care.